Chica, ¿qué dices?
Saoco, papi, saoco. Saoco, papi, saoco.
Chica, ¿qué dices?
Saoco, papi, saoco. Saoco, papi, saoco. Saoco, papi, saoco. Cuando pone perla en el collar, te pipián diferentes, ya no son perla uno. Cuando los cubitos de hielo ya no se guarda hielo, se congela uno. Cuando es de noche en el cielo y se vuelve de día, ya todo eso cambió. Cuando el caballo entra a Troya, tú te confías, te ardió. No, yo soy muy mía, yo me transformo. No mariposa, yo me transformo. Me capté de drag queen, yo me transformo. Lluvia de estrellas,
Welcome
yo me transformo.
to the D-League Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm your host, Leo. And we're here with this guy.
I'm gonna change my name for today.
To what?
I'm gonna be Jeff.
Jeff.
No, I'm Freddy. It's Freddy.
Welcome, Freddy.
Welcome, Leo.
It's Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
Wednesday night. We just survived, basically. Week 1 of fantasy football. Did you win this week?
I won. Did you win?
I also won.
But what did you win?
Just,
The league.
I won the league week 1. I'll
You
tell
won.
you that
You won.
much.
You won already.
I am first place in the league. Not because I won, but because of the manner that I did it in. I destroyed everyone. Just to give you an example, I went against the second highest scorer of the league. He would have beat anybody in the league, but he went against me.
And who was that?
That was Ronald. But we'll talk about that a little bit more when we talk about this week's results. Guys, welcome. A lot to talk about today. I think we should just kick it off with, well, actually, let's talk about a little bit about what we did on Sunday. What did you do on Sunday? I think we were in the same spot.
Marcos invited us to his party at his house.
Second annual party.
I wasn't invited to the first one.
I'm pretty sure you were there because the first episode of the podcast is talking about Game of Thrones porn outside and the chicken that Frank made.
Look, if there's something I'm thankful for this year, is that we don't have a Game of Thrones show for you people to talk about.
Oh yeah, no dragon people.
No dragon fucking. No fucking Zanya, whoever the fuck her name is,
Lasagna.
fucking her dad, and then a babe, and then a dragon comes out, and they all have dragon orgies. I'm tired of that shit.
Human dragon
All right?
orgies.
Just to get over it. No more. That's it. Watch. You know what's good? Watch Lord of the Rings. No one watched Rings of Power. Rings of Power was way better than.
That's true, dude.
Fuck my dragon. But you know what? I was gonna say an ass joke, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, because you know what they say about asses.
So he's. We're gonna get to everything soon, but let's get to the week, Leo.
Let's talk about awards.
So the first one of the week is best team of the week. Who was that?
I have an opinion. Others might have another opinion. I think we talked about it enough in the beginning of this podcast episode. I am team of the week. Not much else to say, I've outscored everyone by like 1 million. So I think I deserve team of the week. What about you, Freddy?
I mean, technically, team of the week is the team that scored the most.
Yep.
And technically, you scored the most.
Yep.
But what I noticed is that you didn't score that much on the second part of the games. You scored a lot in the beginner ones of the games.
Sure.
So
Except
my
Cowboys defense.
Besides the Cowboys, everybody else is, they play at the beginning.
Yeah. Well.
So if you want to compare points to after games, I think Ronald actually won because he scored more towards the end of the game than you did.
Oh, I believe you're using my FIFA logic.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
So to explain you guys, I beat Leo in FIFA 2-1 once, and he says he beat me because he beat me 1-0 in the second half. So with that logic, you lost to Ron, and Ron is the best team of the week. So Ron, congratulations, you're the best team of the week.
In the wise words of Sean, quoting I think Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, I didn't lose. I ran out of time. So are you saying that Ronald ran out of time in fantasy football? Doubt it.
Well,
he ran out of players. That's what he ran out of. Ran out of good picks during the draft.
So now, I think you have another award.
Actually, let me take that back. Ronald was second highest scorer. He was super good. If I wasn't team of the week, probably he would be the team of the week. So shout out to Ronald as second team of the week. Second award, best start. I mean, do you have somebody in mind, Freddy, for best start?
Best star of the week, I think it's the Miami Dolphins for believing in Tua and for, fuck Flores, kicking him out because he was not going to start him. That would have been a bench of the week for Flores. And guess what? He started this week with a full brain. And guess what? QB number 1. And guess what else happened? We're going to win the division. All right. The next one.
You think the Dolphins are going to win the division?
They are going to win the division.
Well, since you talked about the Dolphins, here's a little bit of this.
We're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
All right. Next award. Worst start.
Now, you might want to say that the worst start of the week is the worst player you could have started at your at the position, the worst. I think the worst start of the week was kind of a lot of Brian's team.
Bringas?
Yeah.
Although he won.
He won, but I don't think he can contain this every week if he's going to have a bunch of zeros on his bench on his team,
Yeah, a lot of low points scored. He got saved by Tyreek
by
Hill.
Mr. Hill.
Yeah.
By the Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins #1.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He got
all right.
super duper saved.
And now, here's what's going on, guys. Last week we got a lot of hate.
A lot of criticism.
A lot of criticism, a lot of disgust towards the things that,
It's basically hate.
it's basically hate.
Yeah,
So
haters.
we reached out for a temporary new sponsor. Leo, did you know that?
No, I didn't hear about this.
He's not here right now,
Okay.
but he's very far right now.
Okay. Who is he?
So he Zoomed me yesterday and told me that his boy,
Yeah.
his friend Andy,
Oh, okay.
was in our league, and he was mad and he was distraught. He was disgusted by the things you were talking about. So
Was it like about the farts, right, or something?
It's about the farts. So what he ended up telling me is that a lot of the things that we were speaking about and conversing about were very masculine and feminine.
Wait, who's he? Or did we cover that already?
So this gentleman is called Andy Tate.
I've heard of that guy.
Sorry, Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate. Oh, but he likes to be called Andy.
He likes to be called Andy. Yeah.
What a coincidence.
For real, dude.
It's super.
So, instead of it being, it was gonna be the shittiest pick of the week, brought to you by Fart Spray.
Yeah.
Smelliest, actually.
Smelliest. Yeah.
Smelliest. But now, brought to you by Andy Tate. This is the emasculant start of the week.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
it's just
I don't know.
It's just basically like a pretty feminine pick. Like someone,
something that not a man wouldn't do.
a
this.
man wouldn't do this. If a woman saw you making this pick, she would get the ick. She wouldn't talk to you.
Okay, I got it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So it's really emasculant of Andy to start Deshaun Watson
Oh yeah.
Bro, that's super feminine of him, dude.
That's pretty.
Does he like him or something?
I don't know. You know,
Because at the party, all Andy could talk about was Deshaun Watson. That's all he could think about. So I don't know if he's thinking about his hands, his back, his face, whatever. Super masculine. I only think he made this pick because he has a crush on Deshaun Watson.
definitely, and I think it's fair for Andy to win this prize, the masculine prize of the week, just because him and his boy Andy Tate are boys. Like they know and they agree what's a masculine and what's not a masculine. So I mean,
because here's the thing, he told me, he's like, you guys are making fart jokes and fart spray stuff, but guess what?
He's like, oh, you guys spent like a whole 5 minutes talking about shit,
right? And guess why he hates? You know what he told me?
What did he tell you?
He says that since guys and men fart and take a shit, and women also do it, it's super feminine.
It's feminine. If
It's
girls do
extremely
it,
feminine, dude.
then how are you gonna be a guy and do it at the same time?
It's just like, he's actually very smart, Andy.
Yeah, I've heard.
Because he tells me, he's like, what? Why go to sleep? That's masculine, bro.
That's sleeping, dude.
Sleeping, bro?
Don't women sleep?
Women sleep. If you're gonna tell a girl, yo, I'm going to sleep, she's not gonna talk to you anymore, bro.
She's gonna totally get the ick.
You know what you gotta tell her? Bro, I'm up now. I'm gonna fuck some fucking shit right now, dog. She's gonna be like,
That's manly as
damn,
fuck.
that's fucking manly,
That's
dude.
hot.
And he didn't speak about farts or shit once.
Nothing coming in or out of the ass.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta stop talking about asses, though. He told me.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to reiterate.
Okay, but
But yeah, cool. A masculine start of the week. Congratulations, Andy. You are a masculine.
And now to a segment that pisses me off because we're having it this second week.
Freddy's being
Second
so
week.
salty about the trades happening. Let's talk about trades.
All day they couldn't say the shit they wanted to say. They had the fake orgasms and shit. We can tell niggas today, hey, I wanna come, motherfucker.
You're such a fucking hoe. I love it. You're such a fucking hoe. I love it.
So Marcos traded with Danny.
Did they?
Yeah. You want to know what happened?
No. Hold on.
All right.
Oh, wait, no. I mean, yeah, I do want to know what happened.
It was
I
a
don't know what happened.
3-for-2. Marcos traded with Danny. Marcos traded away Chris Olave and fucking Addison. I don't know his first name. Jordan. Right? Jordan Addison. Josh. So Marcos, Danny receives Chris Olave and Jordan Addison, Jonathan Addison. So, the thing is, Chris Olave is great, actually.
He is. He's the number one.
Who did Danny lose?
So Andy.
He didn't. He just
Danny?
drafted a bunch of Ravens
sorry.
players, and the Ravens suck. Lamar Jackson can't throw for shit. So Danny realized that Odell's not going to do anything for him. Doesn't he have Mark Andrews?
I don't know who has Mark Andrews.
I don't know who has Mark Andrews. But either way, he has to save his shitty pick of Odell Beckham, and he has Chris Olave and Jordan Addison and James Addison. But here's the kicker. Marcos lost J.K.
Oh, yeah, Danny has Mark Andrews.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Marcos lost J.K. Dobbins. Remember that whole spiel?
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that soon.
So, Marcos lost J.K. Dobbins. And let me tell you, at the party, I've never seen a more depressed, sad human being.
He wasn't enjoying his own party.
He looked like a human being.
Yeah, he didn't look like an AI.
He didn't. He was
emotionless
smiling.
robot.
I think
He was frowning.
at some point he was gone, and we were like, "Where the fuck is he?" And then I forgot. I think Nini told us, "Is like, oh no, he went away to his Heidi Cry away room."
Oh, he has a Heidi Cry away room?
Heidi Cry away room.
Heidi Cry
So
away
it's
room.
whenever he gets very mad or upset, he goes and he rips up
That's cute.
paints on the walls or whatever he does.
Yeah.
So in that, he made a trade with Danny, and he picked up. You ready for this?
Yes.
Danny traded away Chris Olave. No, I'm sorry.
No. Christian
Danny
Kirk.
received Chris Olave and James Jonathan Jordan Addison, and Marcos received Christian Kirk, Jacoby Myers, which has a head injury right now,
Yeah, concussion. Yeah.
and Brees Hall. After 2 carries, Brees Hall. So
I take it you don't like this trade.
I don't like the trade at all.
I'm gonna tell you how I think, how I feel. Chris Olave is good. So you're trading basically Jacoby Myers and Christian Kirk for Olave. In my opinion, that's a win because you never know with a Patriots wide receiver, and you never know with a concussion protocol. Aside from that, what is it? Jefferson Addison. That's pretty good, dude. Jefferson Addison. That's the number 2. I'm pretty sure of the
Jamie.
Jamie Addison of the Vikings.
Yeah, number 2 of the Vikings.
Yeah, I think that's good. So Christian Kirk, Addison's better. Jacoby Myers, Olave is better. But then I mean he gets Brees Hall. I don't know what your hate on Brees Hall is. He is coming off of ACL.
I'm not hating on Brees Hall.
Brees Hall is pretty good.
I'm making fun of Marcos. So here's the thing that I'm going to tell everybody.
I think it's an even trade.
Here's the thing that I'm going to tell everybody right now.
For the record, I didn't even know this trade happened.
I know you didn't because you didn't pay attention. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys. Before I say what I'm going to say, Leo traded away somebody. Leo actually traded away
I also traded.
something, actually.
Yep.
He gave Brian Bringus $100
Yeah.
for
Your boy Paulie knows where that came from.
for AJ Richardson.
For
Just
Anthony
kidding.
Richardson.
Anthony Richardson of the Indy Colts.
Yep.
Ronald's favorite team last year.
Yup. Last year.
Because I don't think he likes them anymore.
No,
They've
this year
lost
he
too much.
likes the Korean football team.
Yeah, he likes
The
the fucking
spring rolls or whatever.
That's fucked up, man.
I said he brought spring rolls to the party at
The
Marco's house.
K-pop boys.
The K-pop boys. The K-poppers.
Oh, that's nice.
The Korean K-poppers.
K-poppers. That sounds like a drug.
The Korean poppers.
Korean poppers. That sounds like
Yeah, because you get popped, in a taco.
That sounds like
Pretty
Korean poppers sounds like, those jalapeno poppers filled with
Yeah.
sour cream, but instead of sour cream, it's just glitter.
Yeah,
That's what it sounds like.
Definitely.
K-pop.
and you bite into it and it makes a noise like.
Really lonely. Oh, I wish I find a lover that could help me. Now I'm crying in my room.
So here's the thing. There were a lot of quarterbacks on the waiver wire,
Yeah, I know.
and you got a rookie,
I got a rookie.
and he got hurt at the end of the game.
That's fine.
He's not gonna do that every game.
He might not,
He's gonna get hurt,
or he might. Yeah,
and you're gonna be getting another quarterback off of the waiver wire.
I already got another quarterback
I know.
off the
You're
waiver
gonna have to
wire.
waste $100 on that one.
I didn't have to. No, but
Because here's the thing.
I invested in. Look, first of all, let's just say this. You complained because I spent all my fab week 1 so that I can get someone that I could have replaced with the waiver wire. Ironically, this morning you panic picked up a bunch of fucking people off the waiver, and you spent all but $3 of your fab.
No. Here's the thing. You need new glasses. It wasn't.
My glasses are pretty.
It wasn't.
fucked
It
up.
wasn't out of fear at all, or panic. I
Yeah.
picked up people I wanted to pick up.
Great.
Based off.
You know why fear and panic? Because your bench was a disaster this week, and your team sucks.
Okay, so what is your infatuation with the bench when the people who are playing the game are the starters? So you're boasting about your bench when you're not going to be able to determine who's going to play what.
In this game of fantasy
because you're a
football,
horrible manager.
in this game of fantasy football, there's such thing as injuries. There's such thing as suspensions.
Yeah, but
There's such things as fucking
yeah, but when the week passed,
concussion protocol, and there's bye weeks.
but when the week passed, and I won the game, and there's no having to deal with the week anymore. What's the point of calling someone's bench out.
That's fine. Listen.
No, I'm asking you a question. You don't know
What's-
because you don't know how to fucking play this goddamn game. All right. So, Leo.
Yes. I have a little segment.
I know, but before, listen, guys. Did you hear that?
It's my neighbors.
Okay. Listen, people. Leo and Marcos do not have Fab at the moment.
Oh God, this shit.
The only way, and listen to me.
You don't have Fab either.
I have $13.
You have 3.
I have 13.
Where'd you get 10?
I had 13. You just don't know how to read, man.
You?
Listen, my guys. If you want Leo, the only way for Leo and Marcos to upgrade and better their team at the moment is by trading.
Or picking up people that nobody knows about.
It is by trading. So if we just stop trading with both of them, at some point they're going to be helpless and alone and not going to be able to pick anybody up. So you're putting
trade sanctions on me and Marcos?
I'm not putting trade anything, I'm just saying it out loud for the people to hear.
That's fine. The people can make their own decisions. They're not going to
I'm just saying if you just don't trade with them. Leo, what did you have?
Let's talk about a little bit of news. Not really news. It's let's talk about a little bit of that old cold mistress known as the fantasy football injuries and bullshit. Let's talk about the teams affected. This week, it wasn't even this week. It was before this week and now this week. We already talked about Sean with Jonathan Taylor. Doesn't have him for 4 weeks or more. But we didn't talk about how Kelsey got fucked like right before week 1. Adrian took a huge hit, hard. Our condolences are with Adrian's team. We talked about J.K. Dobbins already.
I tried to have Adrian on, get a quote from Adrian, but he didn't know how to send me a voice message.
Okay. So we're going to have to work on that, Adrian, so that we can have you on the podcast, bro. Marcos, we already talked about it, suffered with J.K. Dobbins. He got him like 13 points or whatever, and just completely died out for the season. Marcos, after thinking that he swindled the entire league, because it started off with Sean trading to Dave, J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins then was traded to Marcos for like 100 fab and I don't know what else. And so Marcos lost all his fab on J.K. Dobbins for 13 points, lost him for the season. Marcos, I don't have any condolences for you. Get rocked.
Rocked you like a hurricane.
My condolences do go, however, to Bill, who lost Cooper Kupp. Because of that, somebody, I think Dave, somebody in my division, came up on a Kuku Bangungo, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Bro. Puka? What is it?
Hakuna Matata, dude.
Hakuna Matata.
Basically.
Kapuka?
Pakupa
Kapult.
Kampumba.
Catapult.
Catapumba. Anyway, Timon and Pumbaa.
It's Puka Nakua.
Puka Nakua. All right, cool. That's what I fucking said at the beginning. Now he has that. Thanks, Bill. Your fucking wide receiver now gave a wide receiver to my division mate. Then, fuck, dude. Mark Andrews, the next best tight end after Kelsey, Danny, got fucked. And, shit. No wonder his team did so bad. Hopefully it's just because of Mark Andrews and not because of his very questionable draft on draft night. Once again, finally, Adrian Pobrecito. Not only did he have to deal with Kelsey, dropping off last minute, he had to pick up someone, I think it was Jawan Johnson, random guy, gave him like 5 points, 6 points. He also dealt with the fall, and possibly the final fall, of Aaron Rodgers, your boy.
Now, the only thing I want to say about Aaron Rodgers, everyone's, talk shit about him. And people don't like him. It's fine. He's a competitor. And just letting everybody know it's most likely the end of his career. And as someone who's seen him for a long time, since like 2009 and shit, or whenever he came in, I've loved watching Aaron Rodgers play.
I'm glad, dude. I'm glad he's gone.
So, and for real,
He's my Tom Brady.
no. All jokes aside, thank you, Aaron Rodgers. You were very fun to watch, and you were one of my favorite players.
I couldn't disagree more.
Because you don't know anything about football.
Whatever. That was injuries. So now we can talk about the best part. I think everyone's been waiting. They're like, oh, what about me? What are you going to talk about me? And what I did? Me. Results.
Yo soy muy mía, yo me transformo. No mariposa, yo me transformo. Makeup de drag queen, yo me transformo. Lluvia de estrella, yo me transformo. Pasa de vuelta, yo me transformo. Como sex siren, yo me transformo. Me contradigo, yo me transformo. Soy todas las cosas, yo me transformo. Frank me dice que abro el mundo como una nuez. Si me muero, como muero por la boca, como muere, ve. Sé quién soy, a donde vaya, nunca se me olvida.
Results!
No manejo, Dios me guía.
So what results are we going to talk about first? Should we talk about Game of the Week? Last week's Game of the Week or not yet?
We're going to start with this one.
With this one is...
I played against Andy.
Okay.
Andy's team sucks as usual.
What's new?
What's fucking new, bro? New league, new people, same shit team, different smell. I don't know what else to say about him. Like, he complains about my jokes, but they're mostly about him, and his team sucks ass. So, like, how am I supposed to make jokes and not have my jokes be smelly like your team?
You only beat him by 10.
I beat him, though, didn't I?
Yeah.
I beat him.
Damn, both of your teams are fucking
And
terrible.
Pitts sucks. Leo, you got carried by one dude.
Who?
The Cowboys.
Yeah, who else?
That's it.
We'll talk about my matchup soon.
That's it. And you know what? He talked shit about my running backs, too. But
Yeah.
mine did better than all of his.
I guess.
You
Yeah,
know?
that's true.
I beat him.
But his are actually, like starters on their teams. And like,
Are they stars on the team?
They have good precedents.
I don't think you know anything about football.
I don't need to know anything about football.
So you admit it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how much you know either, though.
More than
You
you.
know?
I
Maybe.
absolutely know more than you.
Well, yeah, because you watch football, but like not that much more.
I know absolutely, entirely. If my knowledge was taken out and put on the table, and your knowledge was taken out and put on the table, there'd be nothing to put on the table.
I think that's an unfair assessment.
It's not an unfair assessment. I also know more about soccer than you too.
When are we gonna start the soccer podcast, bro?
Also because last 5 times we've played FIFA, I
Yeah.
beat you, outclassed you.
But that was like months ago. Months ago.
Mastered.
You're avoiding me.
And in those same months, you've lost to Dave millions of
It's
times.
because I don't try against Dave.
You still lost. You
Come
still
at me,
lose.
Dave.
Either way, Andy sucks. Next game, Dave and Bringus, Leo.
Dave and Bringus, two of my division mates. Bringus, man, he's been going through it today. So the trade that happened between me with Anthony Richardson and my $100 of fab was with Bringus. I don't know if Freddy had mentioned that, but I would like to take you guys behind the scenes of our negotiation. So it started off with him asking for Chubb. I told him I don't have Chubb. And he's like, okay, I'm in 4 different leagues. And I'm like, no problem, bro. And he's like, so you really like this Richardson guy? I really did. I had a huge boner for him. He's like, I'm drowning out the RB position, bro. And I'm like, dude, I need a QB.
It sounds more, I feel like the conversation sounded more like, hi there, Leo. It seems you need a QB for your team.
Anyway, he tried to swindle me off of CMC.
Maybe if you
Calvin
give me
Ridley.
$100, I'll give you Anthony Richardson.
So then he went on to say, oh, I should probably accept the 100 fab and get aggressive on the wire for running back. I started giving him a bunch of advice. Dude, you can go for this guy, you know, bro. I would have thought, you know, he has 100 already, plus my 100. He would have had like 1 million fab, right? 200 fab. Bro, you can bid on everybody 5 times over. Like, you can rebuild your team with the amount of fab that you have. He went on this morning to pick up, to attempt to pick up various players for only $1 fab dollar bid.
I'm gonna say something.
We didn't even talk about the waiver wire.
I don't even think he knows how to. I don't even think he knows how it works.
Apparently, he didn't know. Let's. I mean, we could teach him really quick. So, for example, Sean came up on Josh Kelly. That's pretty good. He bid $51. The second bid was $15 by Danny. You know, so Sean super overpaid on that for sure.
The words overpaid should not come out of your mouth.
Whatever. Kadarius Toney was dropped by Rinnigan. He picked up Kyren Williams for 45 fab. Second place was Danny, $20. Damn, dude, Danny, you're not enough, bro. You got to show those big bucks. Dave, we already talked about, picked up Puka Nakua, $60. The next one was Danny. Oh, okay, $50. Lost by 10, though, Danny. Damn, Danny got rocked, bro, by everyone. Sean picked up Justice Hill for 31. Second bid was your favorite Cuban for 20. Nice. And then Freddy picked up a bunch of fucking nobodies. Who knows who these guys are? The best pickup, I think,
you don't know
was
anything about football.
Me with Hunter Henry, the best tight end week 1, for a total of $0 fab dollars, baby. Anyway, so damn, dude, I feel bad, bro, but you know, I wish we would have just kept talking more. I could have given you like a good strategy of who to pick up, because I really appreciate you accepting my offer for Anthony Richardson. Thank you so much, dude.
It also doesn't seem like you really grasp the concept of fab, Brian. So, listen. If you think a player is worth $50, you put $50 on him, right?
Yeah.
But then when you put the $50 on him, you have to think, oh shit,
what is everybody else gonna put?
What is everybody else gonna put? Leo doesn't know how to play his game, so I don't have to do anything with him. But Frank is out there doing moves, and everybody else is doing moves. Marcos doesn't have money actually either. So if I bet $1, I'll get more than 2 people in the league already.
Yeah.
Right. But
there are people with a lot of fab, bro.
If you see like Dave, you're gonna have to bid a lot. But Dave already won $60 for one guy.
Yeah, he already.
He loves.
No, but he has a bunch of fab because of Marcos.
Dave loves to spend money. Let me tell you how much money Dave loves to spend. I'm gonna give you a little backstory because this is the investigative journalism. You know, I don't give a fuck. So Dave admitted to us that he was gonna cancel his DoorDash subscription about a month ago. Remember that, Leo? Yep. What ended up happening? He's like, oh, man, I have a couple days left. You know, make a couple orders. The last day came. And guess what?
What?
You're fucking get closer to the mic, bitch.
Hurry up, bro.
All right. What's the next game?
Well, anyway, Dave, that's why he went ham on the fucking waiver wire, because he lost to Bringus. Bringus is freaking out, but he won. I don't know what he's freaking out.
Because he doesn't know how to...
Whatever. He learned today, apparently. Next game was Sean versus Marcos. Future last place watch versus last year's last place watch. Very boring game. Marcos won by 10. Scored almost barely above 100. His best start was probably his quarterback and Chris Olave. That's about it. Damn, dude. Marcos, your team is trash, bro.
He started...
Your bench is trash, too.
He started Charbonnet.
And he traded his best bench player, Jordan Addison. So that's it, bro. It's over for this guy. Sean, 93 points. Didn't even break 100. Not even close.
He's showing his true last place watch champion, defending his title.
Yep, here you go.
But no, it's not even for him this week, though.
It's not. We're gonna talk about that one. Let's talk about that one right now. The Newbie Bowl. gave us our
Bowl.
first last place watch. To be fair, he was without Aaron Rodgers and without Travis Kelce. Adrian, welcome to last place watch.
Adrian, you should have drafted better, man. Draft players that wouldn't have gotten hurt.
Yeah, man, you should have known by now. 40-year-old quarterback, not a good idea, bro. Frank, congratulations on the win. Convincing, 124. Trevor Lawrence scored well. Brandon Ayuk fucking popped off. Damn, negative points from your kicker. I know who's getting cut from this team. Not bad, bro. Not bad. Amari Cooper looking weak, bro. You might want to trade him.
Didn't he get hurt?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he got hurt.
Anyway, next matchup.
You don't know shit.
Ravenge of the Synth versus
The
Bill.
Ravenge.
Bill, starting off strong. As always, 1-0. Tony Pollard, that was his start. Tony Pollard, really good.
For fuck's sake.
But damn, Danny Eckler and Etienne popped off, and then the rest of your team took a massive shit, bro. At least, oh no, you don't have Bryant. Damn, you don't have Breece Hall anymore. You don't have Jacoby Myers. Like, those guys, if you would have started him, probably could have
Danny is...
Damn, Danny.
Damn,
Daniel.
He's runner-up for last place watch.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not. He's fourth.
He's fourth. He's runner-up.
I guess.
He's runner-up.
Yeah. Because the worst last place watches right now, the bottom three are Adrian, obviously, at bottom, last place watch officially.
But what you don't understand is that last year we named Sean last place watch champion not because of his team, but because he was a horrible manager last year also.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
that plays into everything. So the fact that Danny is making trades at this point and his team sucks kind of is a hard candidate for last place
Oh,
watch.
definitely. The guys that didn't break 100, Adrian, last place. Sean, second to last. Look at that. Second to last place watch. Dave, third to last. That's embarrassing, dude. And fourth to last, also barely not hitting 100 with 98.96. Ravenge of the Synth, Danny. So we have four last place watchers.
Ravage of the Synth.
Yeah, those four are definitely going to compete for last place watch. Now let's talk about my matchup really quick, because you were saying, "Oh, my team."
So after this game, I can safely say that we're top three.
Oh yeah, for sure, we are top three. But Ronald's team, Bijan Robinson popped off, Mike Evans popped off, Zay Flowers popped off,
and a good team.
Montgomery popped off, Jets defense popped off. Joe Burrow didn't do so well, but bro, let me tell you, my team, the only one who didn't pop off was Dak Prescott. And guess what? I dropped his ass. Now I have Anthony Richardson. I have the stack with Michael Pittman, who blew up on my bench, among others, of course. My Cowboys defense popped off.
I wrote here in my notes.
Calvin Ridley, Devontae Smith, Christian McCaffrey. Like, bro, it's good in the hood over here.
I wrote here in my notes, and I put, the emojis, the little sparkly thing, the sparkly vibes emoji.
Yeah.
I put that, a couple of hearts on each side of the statement, and it says, "Too bad Leo's a horrible manager."
1-0, baby. We just keep it going from here. You know what I mean? So yeah, those were the matchups, guys. Last season's matchup. We didn't leave anybody out, did we? No, we did not.
I don't think so.
Guys, better luck next week.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say.
So now, guys, people have been talking. I have definitely been talking. And I think it's high time that we learn more or less what's going on in our league. Because, yeah, it's fun, all fun and dandy. We had a nice barbecue at Marco's house. We had a good week one, some winners, some losers, some last place watchers, some kings of the league, week one. Very beautiful. But I think, guys, I think it's all a distraction. I think it's honestly we have to be really paying attention to what it's distracting us from.
And who's the right person to talk to?
I don't know. I think myself with this nice investigative journalism piece. Here you go, guys. August 1st, 2023 was like any other day. Andy was at the gym, probably not working out legs. Freddy was at home, taking a big fat dab. And Dave Gonzalez confirmed to the world once again that he would be commissioning the long-standing fantasy football league called the D-League.
I'm hoping this evolution that the D-League has taken on goes upward in the right trajectory, as you would say. Definitely something that we're going to be happy to continue doing after this year.
D. The first letter of his name already hinted towards a one-sided administration effort to manage all league issues and duties. But history has shown that when put against the wall and threatened to not succeed, the infamous D-League commissioner would not hold back from making illegal executive moves to secure his survival and passing into the next round.
Some might like to say this is the development league, this is the dumb league, this is the disabled fucking mental people's league. This is the D-League. I am the league.
My name is Leonardo Bernardi, investigative journalist at the D-League podcast, an independent media sector designed to bring a balance of power to the monarchical establishment that has brought together 12 of the most competitive fantasy football managers the game has ever seen.
The guy is on some bullshit,
Upon renewing his tenure as commissioner of the league, Dave announced that 2 more managers would be added into the league, thereby splitting the divisions of the league further into 3 divisions.
I don't think Dave has lost control of his league, other than putting 12 men in the league.
That's why I left the league in the first place. Standings. What's the whole point of divisions if he's not gonna go by the divisions,
At first glance, the commissioner viewed the playoff rules as straightforward. Top 2 of each division, a total of 6 playoff teams, 2 teams on bye week. However, upon realizing his knowledge of application management was limited, he decided to change those rules to top 3 plus 3 best records.
For the playoffs, I think it's bullshit. This guy got me on the fact that to be a top 2 of each division.
Honestly, I'm not sure what David is doing with the rules. First, he said, top 2 from each division. Then he said top player from each division and the 3 best records. Then he went back.
We're 1 week into the season, and Dave is still switching back and forth between how people are going to make the playoffs, and it's a little shady.
In regards to his rules on the playoffs, I think it's obvious his decision making is cowardly and spineless.
I thought we decided on the playoff rules, no? Right?
However, on one fateful night, after an embarrassing Week 1 defeat, the commissioner once again showed nothing would deter him from assuring his passing into the next round.
I, as your commissioner, would have to go in week 13, 14, right before the playoffs start, and manually put in the playoff teams.
Once again, this time mid-season, the playoff rules seemed once again up in the air.
I'd like to go over the rules if there were any fucking actual rules that made any sense.
It is expected behavior from Dave. He has done things like this in the past where he says one thing and then completely changes his mind, or he'll act crazy and say he doesn't remember talking about that.
Although the D-League has survived this many years without total collapse, a fair share of corruption scandals, illegal veto attempts, and last-minute rule changes have always been present.
I think he's going to continue to change his mind multiple times, and there's going to be lots of drama at the end of the year, especially if he's close to making it to the playoffs. He will change the rules in his favor.
I can see this league turning into straight chaos very soon.
To be honest, I don't really care about the whole playoff situation. I'm going to make the playoffs regardless.
After many complaints throughout the years, And with the uncertainty that lies ahead of this season, many league members have become increasingly vocal with their distaste for the league's governance.
The commissioner, absolute fucking trash.
Realistically, I don't think Dave has ever had control of the league. It's just all imaginary for him.
I don't think he ever had control of the league. I mean, I came in there and I kept winning, and he did nothing.
Dave has not lost control of this D-League. He's never had control of it.
Dave is just, I don't know what he's doing anymore.
Only now, there exist a few that have in their minds an adequate successor and dreams of leading this fantasy league in the right direction.
Yeah, we probably should replace him.
My first person would be Leo, but I think he's too impulsive. So I'm going to say Sean. Sean should be the commissioner of the D-League.
If I had to pick a new commissioner for the league, it has to be Bill. He's the only person, with common sense that, could actually run the league.
Why don't we take a vote and have Bill as the new motherfucking commish? I think Bill's a stand-up man. He calls out the commissioner on his bullshit, and he's for the people.
This leads us to a change that is heavily needed, and my vote for the new commish is obvious. It should be Andy.
However, as there are critics of the long-serving commissioner, there are also loyalists determined to maintain the status quo.
I stand by my commissioner, and I feel that he has made confirming statements since the beginning of the season of what is going to happen, and I trust him.
It has to be Dave. We can't change him. I mean, it fits him, It is what it is. I don't think he can be replaced.
He's the ideal commish. It's his league, and we're all just living in it.
There can only be one true and powerful leader of the D-League, and that must be the D, the Dave. Well, I guess it could be anyone with the letter D, like a Danny. Yeah, that could totally work.
I'm here to do the same thing I do every year. It doesn't matter. It's how you proceed. You can't fuck with me, bitch.
I've been Leonardo Bernardi for the D-League podcast. Good night and good luck.